Hello friend, in this video we are discussing about the angular methods of setting out curves. In angular method, first method is Rankine's method of tangential angle. By using the tangential angles that are also known as the deflection angles, we can set out a curve by using Rankine's method. So in this video, we'll discuss about the Rankine's method. The figure, as you can see, we have a straight line AB. In this method, the curve is set out by using tangential angles. So let AB be the real tangent to the curve, T1, T2 tangent points. So be attentive and look at this figure only. From this figure, we will be finding out all the necessary data required. So T1, T2, that is nothing but your point F is the tangent points. Then DEF as a successive point on the curve, delta 1, delta 2, delta 3 will be the tangential angles which each of the successive chord T1D, then DE chord, and for the chord EF, etc. makes with the respective tangent at T1, DE, etc. Then triangle 1, triangle 2, triangle 3 that are the total tangential or deflection angles. Then C1, C2, C3 are the length of the chord, that is T1D, DE, EF, etc. And R is the radius of the curve. Chord T1D is equal to R T1D, that is very small, C1. Now to find out the deflection angle, that is delta 1, we use a simple formula to find out deflection angles. So delta can be found out by using formula 1718.9 C1 upon R, and where C1 is what? Nothing but length of your first chord, and this answer is in minutes. The unit is in minute. We have to convert it into degree if we require, and so on. We can find out delta 2, delta 3 depend upon the number of chords. So this one is for your first chord C1. Likewise, if we have n number of chords, in this figure we have 3 chords, so we have to go for delta 1, delta 2 and delta 3. By knowing this angle, we can find out total deflection angle, which is triangle 1. So the triangle 1 in this figure, triangle 1 will be equal to what? Delta 1. Triangle 2 will be equal to what? Triangle 1 plus delta 2. And triangle 3 will be equal to triangle 2 plus delta 3, and so on if we have the n number of chords over here. So in this figure, this much we have to find out. After knowing the total deflection angle, so from your tangent A B1, by knowing this deflection angle, we can establish the points, and then simply we have to join this point to get a simple curve. Now knowing the position, we can find out the points D, E and F, and we have to just join this point T1, D, E, F by a smooth curve. Then we have to check if the total deflection angle, that is delta 3, and delta 3 should be equal to, because it is the last angle, so delta 3 should be equal to phi by 2. If we get the angle equal to phi by 2, then our calculations are right. And phi is what? Phi is your total deflection angle, which may be given. The procedure of setting out these curves is, first set up the theodolite over the first tangent point, that is your T1 point. So over T1 we have to set up. Then with both the plates clamp at 0. As we know, in theodolite we have 2 plates. One is your upper plate and lower plate. So both the clamp screw, upper clamp screw, lower clamp screw, we have to set at 0. Direct the telescope to the ranging rod at the point of intersection B and bisect it. So we have to bisect the ranging rod at B. Then release the vernier plate and set the vernier A to first deflection angle, that is delta 1. As we have calculated the delta 1, that is nothing but triangle 1. So we have to set the triangle 1 in your horizontal scale from T1. Then pin down the zero end of the chain or tape at your T1 and hold the arrow at the distance on the chain equal to the length of the first chord, that is nothing but T1D, and swing the chain around your T1 until the arrow is bisected by the crosshairs, thus fixing the first point D on your curve. So we can get in this manner the first point D. So we are standing at A with your telescope and the angle is triangle 1. So we are bisecting towards D, but we don't know the length. So from T1, by knowing the length, we have to swing the chain until we bisect the line AD. And the point we'll get, that is point D. After this, unclamp the upper plate and set the vernier to the second angle, that is angle of triangle 2. Now we know the triangle 2 and we have to set a point E. So from D, take the length of chain equal to C2, that is your second chord length, and from D we have to swing the chain so that it will bisect the line AE at point E, and then E will be our second point. In same manner, we have to bisect the point F by measuring triangle 3 from your A in theodolite, and we are to standing at E with the chain holding the length equal to C3, and we have to swing the chain holding the 0 point at E with the length equal to C3, and where we bisect the line of sight of F and the chain length equal to C3, that point will be your F point. So by establishing 4 points, that is T1, D, E and F, we can simply draw a curve which will be intersecting all these 4 points. And at the last, we have to go for the check. And check says that the last point thus located must coincide with the previously located tangent point T2. If not, find the distance between them, which is actual error. If your F and T2 point will not coincide, it means what? There is an error. If it is within the permissible limit, the last few x may be adjusted. If it is exceed the limit, the entire work must be checked. So there are some limits. If it is exceeding that limit also, then we have to go for redoing all the work. All this procedure is explained below and you can go through it, which I have already explained to you. How to set out point T1, point D, E, F, their calculation by using the formulas and knowing the deflection angles delta 1, delta 2, delta 3. Then by using this, we have to find out triangle 1, triangle 2, triangle 3. All this has been explained in this below slides. You can go through it and you can write down for your betterment and understanding. As you can see, and the procedure as I have discussed earlier, we have to set up T1, then by knowing delta 1, we can find out the point D by using chain or tape and the theodolite at A. Same way, we have to establish point E and F, and your F point should coincide with the T2 point which is established already. If it is not, then we have to go for some minor adjustment. If the adjustment exceeds the limit, then we have to go for the entire work again. After this Rankine method, the second method of setting out the curve by using angular measurement is two theodolite method. In this two theodolite method, we have to use the two theodolites. As you can see, this method is used when the ground is not favorable for accurate chaining, that is rough ground. It is based on the fact that the angle between the tangent and the chord is equal to the angle which that chord sustains in the opposite segment. So let DE etc. be the points on the curve. The angle triangle 1 between the tangent T1b and chord T1d is equal to BT1d, that is nothing but equal to T1 T2d. So this angle will be similar. Similarly, the angle BT1E will be equal to your triangle 2, that is nothing but T1 T2E. The total tangential or deflection angles triangle 1, triangle 2 and triangle T being calculated as in the first method, that is with Rankine's method. The procedure is set up the theodolite over T1 and another over T2 simultaneously, two methods as the name indicates. Set the vernier of each instrument at 0 at T1 also and at T2 also. Direct the instrument at T1 to the ranging rod at the point of intersection B and bisect it. From T1 we have to bisect the ranging rod at B and direct the instrument at T2 to the first tangent point T1. And from T2 we have to bisect the ranging rod at T1. Then set the vernier of each of the instrument to read the deflection angle triangle 1. Thus the angle of sight of the instrument at T1 is directed along the T1D and that of the other instrument at T2 along T2D. From T1 bisect the angle delta 1, that is T1D, and from T2 bisect the angle delta 1 only, that is equal to T2D. Move the ranging rod until it is bisected by the crosses of both the instruments. Thus, locate the point D. So, we are locating this point D from two instruments, that is from T1 and T2 simultaneously. To obtain the second point of the curve, that is your E, the vernier of each instrument set to the second deflection angle, that is your triangle 2. And same process from T1 we have to see the triangle 2 will get point E, and from T2 also we have to set up the angle triangle 2, and where this both will coincide, the ranging rod coinciding from both the stations will be point E. So in such manner we have to establish the points D1 and D2. If the first tangent point T1 cannot be sighted from the instrument at T2, the ranging rod at the point of intersection B may be sighted. The procedure will be as follows. If there are some error and we can find out the point D from T2, then what we have to go? With both the plates of the second instrument climb at 0, bisect the single station B, then release the vernier plate and swing the telescope in clockwise direction so that the angle will be what? 360 degree minus 5 by 2, and thus that will be directing to the side T2, T1. And to obtain the first point on the curve, set the vernier to the first deflection and that is triangle 1. So in such case, we can also find out the point D and E. So by knowing the point D and D, we can easily draw a curve which will coincide point T1, D and E. So by using two theodolites at T1 and T2, we can draw a curve by using the deflection angles, that is your total deflection angle triangle 1 and triangle 2 and so on. So in this video we have discussed about the angular methods of setting out the curve. We have discussed about two methods, that is Rankine methods of deflection angle and the two theodolite method. Thank you.